Good morning, good afternoon, good evening to all of my wonderful and juicy and delicious little subscribers out there. And how I love you all so, and I hope that you're all super duper well, super duper wonderful and super duper delicious, and that life is treating you oh so deliciously wherever you are in the world. So much love to you all, my delicious little babies. Now then, good morning, good afternoon, good evening to any passers-by, and I hope that you too are having a super duper and delicious time wherever you are in the world. Please bear with me a moment, my delicious little babies. I've had an idea. Okay, just a moment. Oops. Okay. Right. Okay, my delicious little babies. I just had an idea. I thought, you know what, turn my tissue box upside down and then try it that way. Oh, it seems to be okay. Super duper. Okay, yeah, cool. Yeah, it's going to balance now, my delicious little babies. Okay, sorry about that. You know, it's not me getting, well, I suppose I was getting distracted for a few moments, but all it is, it's just so that you can see me a bit better, my delicious little babies. So what do we do? 3, 2, 1, beam me up, my juicy little lights. Thank you, little lights, you're delicious and bright. So, the sun has got his hat on, hip, 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 hooray. Okay, yes, the sun is shining, so it's a beautiful day. Okay, yes, tiny bit of wind. Yesterday was, well, and even last night, you know, raining. Okay, my delicious little babies. Well, surprise, surprise. Do you know, we're never surprised. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? It's just our British weather, but we all know about the old zuzums. Do you see what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes. So, yes, so if you do enjoy the video today, well, you know, please feel free to click on the like, okay, and thank you. Now then, so let's get into this. So, what have I got for you today, my delicious little babies? Now then, and I hope that you're all super duper well, okay, and thank you to anybody who even takes the time to even watch my videos, because, you know, because some seem to get more traction than others. Yes, it seems. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so, and don't forget, we must keep a handle on it. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, so, the first one. So yes, I've seen this, and I actually seen it on, he's actually on YouTube, my delicious little babies. Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure he must be on other sites as well. I mean, I know he's on TikTok as well, or he was months ago, okay? And he's on YouTube as well, my delicious little babies. So if you could please type into the old space bar, and it's anything goes, anything goes. Okay, my delicious little babies, and the title to the video that you're looking for is It's Real. Okay, my delicious little babies, it's real. Okay, now he has 311,000 subscribers. Okay, I've known about your man here for quite a while. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I mean, have I ever advertised him before? I may have done. I may have advertised him once, I think. Anyway, well, what this is talking about, now I've seen a previous video of his as well, so you'd only need to look, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. You know, should you have the slightest interest in any videos that I put out, you know, well, more or less every day, okay, my delicious little babies. I mean, because some just simply, and it's so sad, but some, very sadly, do not seem to have an interest. And I think it's very sad, really, because I do honestly believe that, that if more and more were to be paying attention to things, and that's not being nasty, I'm just done telling the truth, aren't I? If more were paying more attention, we could have got things, especially in our old UK, but of course globally, we could have got things done, there we go, big time, we could have got things done a lot quicker. Do you see, my delicious little babies? You know, everything is dragging its feet at the moment, if you know what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies. Anyway, so what your man here is talking about, okay, is that in our British schools, English schools, it seems. Now, I did a video months ago. I cannot remember exactly. It's all right, I'm doodling at the moment as well as I'm talking to you. Well, I mentioned this months ago. Okay, my delicious babies, you know, where you've got some out there, you know, who want to identify themselves as being like, you know, like a pussycat. So, say for example, if somebody, you know, asked, could be a little Ben, could be an adult, you know, could be a teenager, you know, was to ask them a question, they'd go, meow. Do you see? My delicious little babies. I'm so sorry. I mean, I know I shouldn't laugh about this. Do you understand what I mean? But I mean, how flipping stupid. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? How flipping pathetic and stupid. And I do not like that word stupid, but sometimes we have to use it. Okay, my delicious little babies. But I mentioned this months ago now. But of course, you know, it's coming out more and more, isn't it, my delicious little babies? What appears to be happening. Okay, that doesn't mean no. So, you know, he's explaining, God bless him, not in that way, not in that way. He's explaining, God bless him. Well, I mean, the world's just gone mad, hasn't it? Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? And of course, in our English schools, in a rather large number of these schools, well, it appears that the stupid teachers, because that's what they are, they're there to bloody damn well teach. They're not there to flipping, you know, allow, you know, do you know what I mean? This silly flipping nonsense to flipping continue. Do you see? But, I mean, I was even hearing on there talking about, you know, to identify as a dinosaur. A dinosaur? My delicious little babies, have you ever heard such flipping idiocy and stupidity in all your life? And what's even worse is that not only are the teachers following it, but the parents. And, you know, some may think I'm being a bitch. That's not swearing. I'm not being a flipping bitch. I'm done telling it the way it is. If it was one of my beautiful little bairns, my beautiful little daughters, and this kind of shat was being put across to my little daughters, I would be soon taking them out of school. I mean, thank dear God, Jesus Christ of Nazareth, that my beautiful, delicious little daughters, how I love them so, are grown up now. And not having to put up with this shat. Do you see? And I feel sorry for the parents, you know, especially you are going to have some sorry, where, you know, they put the foot down and they say, no, we're not putting up with this shat. Do you see? But what's happening, my delicious babies, to the mentality of other parents? So no, I'm not going to say God bless. Because I do not want to say God bless. I'm not going to say God bless to effing stupidity. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Look, what is this teaching the young bairns? God bless them all. It's not the little bairns' fault. It's this stupid, those and the putrid little lackeys who are bringing this in, yes? Flipping crock of shart, if ever you flipping heard it, my delicious little babies. I'll tell you what, it just disgusts me. But anyway, I knew about this months back. There we are. Do you see what I mean? Okay. But of course, you know, it's coming more to the forefront now. Now, on Anything Goes, okay, this same your man there, okay. There's also another video where there were two little school lasses. I watched it when he put it out, okay, my delicious little babies. So, and I'm not the only one who's chatting about this, talking about this, okay. Well, the teacher, the stupid and silly and pathetic teacher, right, is trying to tell these young lassies one thing. I do believe, is it in Sussex or something, yes, in the old UK, to try and get these lassies to say one thing, or to believe, there we are, one thing, do you see? And of course, because these young lassies, God bless them both, okay, because they were questioning it, well, yes. I mean, who's the one with the common sense? The ones with the common sense are the young lassies, not that stupid idiot of a teacher. I tell you what, I'm telling you, my delicious babies, and I'm not one to incite anything, but let me tell you something, I wouldn't let any teacher get away with that with my beautiful and delicious little daughters. Not a chance. I'll tell you what, she'd be lucky she had a flipping birth race. I'm telling you, straight, my delicious little babies. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't let no teacher talk down to my beautiful, delicious little daughters. Not a chance. Do you know what I mean? Just won't put up with it. So what is happening to these idiotic parents who just put it on? You see what it is? For some of them, they follow the leader. So they do as they're told. And this, of course, helps to roll along, to continue this chat. But that teacher and any other pathetic, flipping, idiotic teacher, straight away, my delicious little baby should get the flipping damn well sack. Shouldn't even be teaching. Do you see? I'm just done telling it the way it is, my delicious little babies. I do not put up with no shat. You see? I put up with no shat. Do you see? So I just believe the best thing that in these schools now, in our UK and in any other country, the best thing they can do, I know it's hard if you've got some parents, God bless, who are having to work and having to do all these things. Yes, I get it. But at the same time, you know, have they not got no common sense to say, well, come on, let's bring you out of school. You know, maybe they could have an excellent neighbour or an excellent family member, you know, or an excellent friend, you know, somebody who can help out. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my little babies? And then in the end, if this just carried on, well, what would happen? There we go. What would happen? Well, the schools would soon be flipping, there we go, shut down, wouldn't they? So they'd just be a shell. Do you see? Because once they get rid of everything, sell everything off or whatever they do. Okay? Well, I suppose they've been doing that with the hospitals, haven't they, over the decades? And I've talked about that, haven't I? Where they'll just strip a hospital and build something else. Do you see what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies? But this kind of shat should be called out and stopped. And I'm not pointing at you, my delicious little babies. No, I'm not. I'm just done telling it the way it is. Yes, we are man, woman. We are little bairns, little boys, little girls. Do you know what I mean? We're not flipping little animals, God bless. And I absolutely adore little animals. But we're not animals where you know, meow and woof woof. Do you know what I mean, my delicious little babies? Yes? So this is absolutely flipping bonkers, crazy and mental. Okay, so anyway, I've ticked that one off. So good on ya. Keep going. Anything goes, okay? Now then, but that's what I have to say. You know, but good on those two little lassies. Do you know what I mean? They're done telling the teacher, the stupid teacher, the way things really flipping are. Do you see? My delicious little babies. Like I said months ago on another one of my videos, occasionally, it's a rarity, but where you can get a baby, I still never flipping researched that flipping name, did I? You know, where, and it does happen. I mean, they call it, I mean, God bless. But it's called, a freak of nature. Do you know what I mean? Where a rarity where you can have a little baby, God bless, okay? And they seem to have, for some reason, both parts. Do you see what I mean? There we are, but it is a rarity. My delicious little babies, yes, for that to happen. So I didn't mean that nastily towards little baby or the little mummies and daddies, you know, that with a freak of nature, but that's what it is. Okay, my delicious little babies, you know, it's very sadly when a little baby comes out with other things. It's like, and I've talked to other midwives, yes, I have, over the decades. It's like, to be a midwife, well, you have to be prepared, there we are, for anything. So, and I even spoke to one midwife years ago, and she said that very sadly, you know, there's little babies who come out not quite formed, so they may have half a face and things like that. Now, I'm not saying it to upset her, to offend anybody out there with what I'm saying to you, my delicious little babies. I'm just explaining that very sadly sometimes you know, there can be cases of this. There we are. Do you see? So it's not all, do you understand what I mean? All butterflies and fairies. Do you see what I mean? It's not all about, you know, when a little baby comes out, God bless, because we say God bless any living little baby, you know, who comes into the world, yes? But it's not all about that, because there we are, because on the other side of things, there's also a lot of sadness as well. Okay, and not only for the beautiful little baby involved, but also for the beautiful little mommy and daddy and parents and families. Do you see? But if we're talking on a level here, we have man and woman. When you're born, you're either a little baby girl or a little baby boy. You're not a flipping cat or and I don't like that word, but we have to say, you know, you're not a little dog, you're a little pussycat, are you? Do you know what I mean, Mads, little babies? It's absolutely nonsensical, honestly. So, yes, I mean, we should all be speaking up about this chat. Do you see what I mean, Mads, little babies? Now, the next one, Mads, little babies, is... now, this is on YouTube. Now, I've advertised this uploader, not in that way. I've advertised this uploader before. And, well, and it's called... if you tap into the old space bar, please and thank you, my delicious babies, Grassroots Army, okay? My delicious babies, Grassroots Army, okay? He has 192,000 subscribers, okay, my delicious little babies, yes? And the video that you'd be looking for, I'm just going to tick it off, my delicious little babies. The video that you'd be looking for should read in the title, Trans Man Exposes Dangers to Minors Transforming. So I shall just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. Trans Man Exposes Dangers to Minors Transforming, okay? The video is only very short, just like anything goes. He usually will do short videos, do you see? Now, what he's talking about is that this should not be put on to the little bands. You know, where they're talking about, you know, puberty blockers and having, let's just say, things, body parts removed. Okay, my delicious little baby. So he was done explaining it in after 2 minutes. Do you see, my delicious little baby? So that's well worth a listen to, my delicious little babies, yes. But like I say, it's only 2 minutes something. It's not long, my delicious little babies. But yes, and he exposes, you see, to me, because at the end of the day, I mean, we shouldn't have to have this kind of thing put on any of our bands globally, there we are, in the world. Do you see? It's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. And I've done other videos on this, that what happens is and then they get older and they have an awfully terrible laugh. My delicious little babies. They suffer with awful, there we go, depression. I mean, for some, God bless them, they're no longer here because they simply just cannot cope with life, okay? They've had the parts of the body, God bless them all, hacked away at, and then been pumped with these medications and all these things. I mean, that sort of thing should not be happening. Not at all. Do you see? But this is a craziness. But it's like I said before, and I'll say it again, and I said it over months on my videos. What has happened so bad in some's lives to make them want to, there we are, do these putrid things in the world? One has to ask that question. Do you see? Because to me, whatever our definition of normal is, none of this is normal. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Yes. No, it is not. Do you see? And it must be put a stop to. Do you see? Because otherwise we're going to end up with a terrible, globally, well, we're just going to end up with a lot more problems. There we are. It's common sense. Do you see? But to even deprive young bairns of just having, you know, being able to grow up nicely, you know, I mean, God bless, you know, there are some that very sadly, you know, God love them, do not have that choice. But what I'm saying is that they should be able to grow up, you know, to be, you know, who they want to be. And I mean, if they want to go out and play, climb trees, read books, whatever they want to do, do you know what I mean? They should be allowed, there we go, to do all of these things. You know, just to have that, again, like I said, that normality. Anyway, it's bloody crackers and crazy, but it's well worth listening to my delicious little babies. Now then, what we're going to go to next? Oh, yes. So we've got, this is on BitChute, my delicious little babies. It's on BitChute. Okay, my delicious little babies, please and thank you if you'd like to kindly take a look. Now, this is on BitChute, so you'd only have to type into a search engine of your choice, my delicious little babies. You'd only have to type in BitChute, and then down into news and politics. You're then on BitChute, bish bash bong, and you're looking for Banned the Uploader YouTube videos. Banned YouTube videos, okay? He happens to have 41,024 subscribers, okay? So that's actually pretty large for a BitChute, okay? My delicious baby. So he's clearly must have been there for, there we are, for a rather a long time, okay? My delicious babies. Now then, the video that this uploader, not in that way, has uploaded, okay, is it should read, okay, my delicious babies, it should read drawing parallels between the COVID narrative and climate change narrative. So I shall just repeat that once again, my delicious little babies. Drawing parallels between the COVID narrative and climate change narrative. Now, like I said, it's on BitChute, and the uploader is Banned YouTube videos. Now, who the speaker is here in this video, my delicious little babies, his name is called Dr. Norman Fenton. Dr. Norman Fenton. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now, you see, he's done explaining it, there we are, in this video as well, my delicious little babies, because he too has had, you know, where, you know, he was very successful, well, apparently an expert. Like I said, I haven't seen many experts, so I cannot stand that word experts, okay, because nobody knows everything, okay, but he had a very successful career. Sold a number of books, did all these things, yes, but of course when the old COVID came out, my delicious little babies, okay, the old pandemic, okay, well, because he was questioning it, just like others with common sense, ding ding dong dong with their old noddles, do you say? Well, it's like, you know, let's just say, well, he wasn't treated very nicely, and it sort of just went whoo overnight, do you say? But he's not the first one, my delicious little babies, for this to happen, because you have got what I call a handful of doctors, you know, God bless who do, there we are, talk flipping common sense, but let me tell you, for the majority of them, no. And they're too scared to speak up, sorry. They're too scared, too frightened, you know, and they just want the old ka-ching, you know, so that takes first place, you know, other than somebody's laugh. Do you see what I mean? It's just greed and glutton. Do you see, my delicious little babies? But this BitChute video, my delicious little babies, is only, what is it, just over 10 minutes long. So again, These are very short videos, my delicious little babies, okay? They're not long, okay? But it's just to get you, because for some of you delicious little babies, you may have heard of Dr. Norman Fenton, but for others of you, you would not have heard of Dr. Norman Fenton, but it's well worth a listen to, my delicious little babies, yes? Very interesting indeed, okay? Now, the next thing I want to say, so we've got, there's a 50-odd-year-old woman in a hospital at the moment. She's been in for 7 weeks, okay, my delicious little babies, and, wait for this, my delicious little babies, she has had all my delicious little babies of her intestines, yes, that's right, her intestines removed. God bless her. Okay, she's been in the hospital for 7 weeks, like I've just said, and on top of that, she now has to have a catheter, which, you know, so in other words, you know, she has to use it instead of going to the toilet. Okay, my delicious little babies, yes. And she can only have, you know, nothing solid to eat or anything like this. So I can only assume that quite possibly maybe she's got what we call a peg. It's just a short word for something else but a peg, okay? And God bless anybody, because I used to have a friend who used to very sadly have a peg. Do you see what I mean? So she could drink, you know, tea, coffee, juice, water, anything, yes, but she was fed through a peg, okay, which, you know, can go through the nose and then the tube and then down and then, you know, it's to the tummy, okay? I know what I'm talking about anyway. But I mean, how awful is that, my delicious little babies? I will not tell you how I got this information, but you know, because I choose not to, okay, my delicious little babies. But how sad is that? I mean, you're talking about, what, I think she's around 55. I mean, what, if you really look at this on a serious note, this is extremely serious. What laugh has that poor woman got now? I've got nothing across my shoulders, my delicious little babies, so that's telling me not much of a laugh. And she's got to be on medication for the rest of her life. Can you see? So what would possess, this is all I want to know, my delicious little babies, what would possess any surgeon to feel the need to remove that poor woman's, all of her intestines? What the effing hell is going on here? Do you see that poor woman's not going to have any quality of life anymore? Because somebody, some nutty flipping surgeon, yes, decided, oh yes, this is what we're going to do. Can you see, my delicious little babies? And I could well assure you now, my delicious little babies, I mean, I've been to a hospital before, you know, so I'm sure most of you have at some point. Well, I mean, I cannot even stand being in there for flipping 15 minutes, let alone flipping 7 weeks, God love her. But can you hear the disgustingness, my delicious little babies? There we are, what's going on here now? Well, anyway, I've known about many things for years, but anyway, I just wanted to point it out. So God love that poor woman. God bless her. But do you know what I mean? But if it was me, I would say, no, you're not flipping removing nothing. F off nicely, get on your back and pedal effing fast. Really flipping damn well fast. Now then, very finally, my delicious little babies. Yes, I've had me say it today. I've had a moan. There we are. Yes, I have. Because I feel that everything that I've complained about, moaned about, I feel it's all justified. Yes, I do. Okay? I will not change what I've got to say. I just think the whole lot's putrid and disgusting. And this needs to be put a bloody end to. Okay? There are others, God bless them, you know, who are working on all of this. There we are. Do you see what I mean? But to me, you know, what my frustrations are, my delicious little babies, this is just not getting done. There we are, quick enough. Do you see? We do not want this shite. Nobody wants this shite in the world. Everybody should be able to eat, breathe, sleep, walk, talk, taste, touch, sense and smell. God love them, like I said to anybody who very sadly cannot do all of these things, yes? But we were born free. Not to have all of this shat put on our flipping head and shoulders. And of course, as we know for decades, well, we have actually, it's just got worse and worse, but you know, all the suicides, God love them. Not to mention other illnesses and diseases. You know, these things do not just flipping magically, there we go, appear. Somebody created it. Yeah, so yes, it needs to be flipping called out. Yes, it does. It's putrid and disgusting now, finally. My delicious little babies, and I wanted to leave this to last, okay? Our lovely David Icke, okay? Oh, he's so super duper lovely, you know. Not in that way, but he's super duper banging, he is. And on his actual website, My Delicious Little Babies, so, you know, any search engine of your choice, if you was please and thank you for anybody who does show an interest, to please type in David Icke, so it's 2 words into one, his first name and his surname into one, davidicke.com. Okay, my delicious little babies. And the video that you'd be looking for, okay, so it's not long been uploaded, okay. Now, this is very interesting, yes, which I do know about, there we are, a lot of these things, yes. But it's very interesting to me. I'll let you know what to take a look at first, my delicious little babies, please and thank you. And then I'll, then I'll go on to explain and, okay, my delicious little babies. So the one that you want, it's not the exact wording, by the way, my delicious little babies, but it's Black Rock, bars, and you can actually see it on the little video. You'll see where it says Black Rock, then you know that you're on, there we are, the correct video, my delicious little babies. But Black Rock, you know, these ones who run the world, by the way, my delicious little babies, bars, politicians, okay, Larry, oh no, sorry, I did write it down, sorry, my apologies, my delicious little babies. Larry Fink, this is the video that you're looking for, my delicious little babies. Larry Fink, F-I-N-K, recruiter speaks to undercover reporter. Okay, my delicious little babies. So I should just repeat once again. Larry Fink, recruiter, speaks to undercover reporter. Okay, my delicious little babies, that one's ticked off as well. Okay, my delicious little babies. Now then, and good on you, our lovely David Icke. Keep going, because he has been well over 30 years, my delicious little babies, do you say? And God love him, you know, when others never believed. They're not flipping saying it now, are they? No. God bless our lovely David Icke and his lovely family. God bless you all, my little lovelies. Anyway, well, this video is very interesting. Now, to me, I do not believe, I mean, you know, maybe call me very suspicious of things, okay? But I do not believe that it's an undercover reporter. Okay, my delicious little babies, no, I do not. I believe that these things are coming out more and more, because the reason why is because they're really, there we are. It's like I said it before and I'm going to say it again. They're really showing now, yes, who they are, okay? And they've got no skin on the bird race, old-fashioned Jamaican saying. They've got no skin on the bird race, okay, to do with the ones who rule the world and everything. Yes, they really simply just do not give a shat, okay, my delicious little babies, because you see, I would like to feel that everybody has a heart, but it seems that a certain number clearly do not. Do you see? But what this recruiter is talking about, my delicious little babies, is that, you see, what they do, BlackRock, they bar politicians, okay? Now, I've been done saying it over the months on my videos, okay? I've known this a long time for years, okay? Yes, I have, okay? And the fact is that, you know, they can get somebody into a position, whatever they do, do you see what I mean? And then they just chuck the old ka-ching, pounds, shilling, pence, there we go, dollars and change at these ones, you know, who want to go higher. Do you see what I mean? And they're prepared, as we have seen globally, especially, of course, they've done it over the decades, but especially in the past 3.5 years. Do you see? Very happy to lie to everybody in every single country, okay? Tell lies, put experimentals, do all these nasty, putrid, there we go, things to those of us out here, okay, who very sadly, God love them and God bless them, who took the experimental, as we very well know, my delicious little baby, the old snake oil, do you say? And of course, you know, the more that they pay them, of course, the more that they'll lie. This, you know, liar, liar, bums on fire. Do you say, my delicious little babies, okay? And of course, you know, so in the end, these putrid politicians and these others, and well, you know, what they're called, presidents and prime ministers, all a crock of shit to me. Anyway, my delicious little babies, yes, because they're not nothing. They may walk around like they're the Don, but they're flipping F4. My delicious little babies, they're nobodies, do you say? But the point is that I'm saying, so I've got my pen caught. The point is that your man there, this recruiter, okay, and not in that way, he's telling your woman reporter there, you know, about all of this, do you see, and how it's rocking and rolling. And, sorry, excuse me, just let me have a sip of my coffee, please, and thank you. And what he's also talking about, my delicious little babies, yes, is to do with the war. Do you say? And that the thing is, my delicious little babies, well, I'm not going to say anything more than that, my delicious little babies, because I need to keep, there we go, my video up, okay, my delicious little babies, but you really need to please, and thank you, please take a listen, there we are, to this video, my delicious little babies, yes. But I do not believe that anything is just, you know, leaked out. Do you see what I mean? This is what I feel, there we go, done, there we are, by design. Do you see? So, really, for those of us who do know my delicious little babies, okay, we know, there we are, what the crack is here. But for other delicious little babies, they will not. Do you see? But yes, they're done telling it, and this is why we're in such a flipping damn well mess. And it's all because of, we get back to it again, ka-ching! You see, because you got greedy little hogs in the governments, globally, all over the world, okay? So you got that going on, okay? Then say, for example, and I've done telling this as well, if you look at, you know, say they do something wrong, okay? So, you know, because some of them have the old, you know, fetishes and, you know, let's just say they are liking different things. Do you know what I mean? Say, behind closed doors, okay? So then, you know, what then happens is that, and we've known this over the decades, and then there we are, then what happens is that when the time is right, somebody, there we go, will expose whoever it is. Do you see? So there's a lot of blackmail and everything that goes on as well, okay? But, I mean, I say that it surprises me, but really it doesn't. You know, how many of these putrid politicians, okay, well, just to climb the ladder, okay, and just to get in the limelight, do you see? It's like, oh, look at me, I'm so important. They're flipping F all important piece of flipping shat. They're the flipping cause of our flipping, there we are, damn well flipping problems, because they shouldn't do this, sorry. They should not do this. Do you see? My delicious little babies, but of course they do. And now this is a consequence, isn't it, yes? So, and all that I have to say, Mad, well, we'll have a lot more to say, but anyway, it's greed. Do you see? But it's amazing what ka-ching can do, isn't it? My delicious little babies, do you see? So, you know, and this, your man there, the recruiter, was talking about, you know, that, you know, you can give a politician, you know, 10 grand, say. Yeah, and they're bought. But I've been done saying it, there we are, over the months. Do you see? And I know long time that they've been there we are for years, how all of this there we are works. Do you see? But you see, as I always say, nobody can take it with them. Do you see? Okay, you can spend while you're here, spend, but you cannot take it with you. Do you see? My delicious little babies. And like I said before, and I'm going to repeat once again, the fact of the matter is, and this did happen decades ago, that when others did want to have their ka-ching buried with them, well, somebody else soon came. There we are, I'm flipping dug it back up. Do you see? My delicious little babies. So, can you see? But this is well worth a listen to. Good on ya, our lovely David Ark. Do you see? Not in that way, but very interesting to listen to as well, my delicious little babies. So, you see, if you was to take, there we are, before I even say it, if you was to take ka-ching, pound, shilling and pence out of the equation for the rulers, shall we say, okay, well, would simply be nothing. Do you see? So this is all about, which is what I've been saying, you know, if we could have tried to move away from the, you know, more from the material side. Do you see? I just have one more sip of my coffee before I go. My delicious little babies, please and thank you. So if you was to remove more of the, you know, the material side of things, my delicious little babies, well, others would start, there we are, would start to feel much better, like when I sold my television. You know, I mean, I sold it to a lovely family, you know, who would get use out of it. Geez, it's me, you know, and they've got a little baby and things like this, yes. But my point is, the second I got rid of it, I felt like everything just lifted. Do you see? Even though I never watched it for years, that's not the point. The point is, it's like this great big, massive black box in the corner of the room that I was not a liking. Do you see, my delicious little babies? Yes. So, and my room now, there we are, is beautiful, airy, light, bright, and you feel uplifted. Do you see what I mean? But when you got that, that's just my opinion, my delicious little babies. I'm not speaking for others because I know that there's loads who, millions who like films, like all these different things here now. Yes, I'm not saying that, you know, each to their own. But to me, I just feel it's just a lot lighter. And there was another thing as well, like years ago, you know, you used to have televisions, TVs, you know, television programming in the bedrooms. Well, I never did. Do you say? I could have done if I wanted to, but no. You know, you get to sleep in your bedroom. There we are, to sleep, don't you? Or I suppose if you want to read a book, there we are, if you want to read a book or whatever you want to do. Do you see what I mean? But, so I go from one room to the other. Do you see what I mean? If that's the case, you may as well be in your flipping lounge watching the television. Do you see? You don't want one in your flipping bedroom as well. Do you say? That's just my choice, my delicious little babies. I'm just a different woman here. I'm a woman with a view. I clearly have my view. Others may disagree. There we go. Well, that's the beauty of life, isn't it? If we were all the same, life would be pretty flipping damn well boring. Do you see? My delicious little babies. So I'm just letting you know my thoughts. My delicious little babies. I haven't got my book, actually. It's in the kitchen. But I'm just letting you know my thoughts. But no, I do not feel bad for having a moan, for having my say. No, I do not. Not at all. Because we know what is, there we are, for even say it. You know, we know what's causing all of this. Don't we? My delicious little babies, you say. And of course, you know, I mean, if we look at this a different way, I mean, we could look at this a different way, okay? That the more and more that are waking up, okay? Well, you see, I suppose we could say that, but I'm not going to. I do not feel that there was ever any intention, okay, of getting ones to wake up. No. Okay. I feel that this is my thoughts, okay? I mean, I could be right. Then again, I could be wrong, okay? My thoughts personally, this is just me personally, my delicious babies, my thoughts is, okay, that the reason why more and more is being leaked out and dripped out, okay, is simply because, well, they know that, like I've said, that more and more are waking up. Do you see? So, where before somebody would say something and then nobody would believe them, now this is not the case. Okay, so to me, I'm feeling here, okay, if I'm getting the feelers out, okay, that they're having to go down, there we are, this route. Do you see? My delicious little babies. There we are, see? All cold here, okay? So I would pretty much say that I've banged the nail on the head. Yes. That's why. Because before, nobody would listen. I mean, if you look at our lovely and wonderful David Ark, if you look at him years ago, look at how many did not listen. You know, they thought that everything that he was saying was a load of rubbish, but they never once took the time to go and, you know, do any research or anything. Do you see what I mean? It's just, oh, he's classed as a, you know, somebody who's crazy. Do you see? But of course, God bless him, God bless his heart. Well, it's been proved there we go to be right. Do you see? And if you look at Alex Jones on a BitChute, you see, I mean, not in that way, but even you look at him, he's been doing, you know, 30 years of this, do you see what I mean, giving out information and everything. And I should well imagine, I mean, who could blame these two wonderful gentlemen, like I said, not in that way, who could blame them for getting flipping damn well frustrated? Because, you know, at the end of the day, I mean, you imagine doing all that research for years and years and years, and very few are listening. Do you see? It must be, there we are, so flipping damn well flipping annoying and frustrating. I mean, some days, you know, myself, I get flipping frustrated. I'm not pointing with delicious babes, that's rude. I get flipping annoyed and flipping frustrated. Because, you know, a lot of the time, you know, and I've had it myself, you just laughed at. Oh, you're just talking a load of rubbish. Oh, yeah, right. Do you know what I mean? And when things happen, there we are, then flipping come back and tell me then, do you see what I mean? So I would say this is the reason why they're doing this. That's my thoughts, my delicious little babies, because now too many are, there we are, waking up. Do you say? So that's the end of my video, my delicious little babies. And of course, you know, we need more and more. And yes, bit by bit it is happening. Do you see what I mean? But, you know, I feel that they're not really having much of a choice. That's why I say, even though we had the most awful, which we did, the most awful and terrible things that happened with the old lockdowns and everything else that followed after, okay? But I also feel that for many, there we go, it was waking up. There we are. Do you see? So really, if you look at it, this in a way, figure of speech, this is, there we are, backfired. Do you see? It's gone the opposite, there we are, the opposite way to how it should have gone. Do you see? And now that these are being exposed and more and more and more, there we are. Do you see? But please, I really want you to listen to and to do with the war, and it's super duper important. There we are, my delicious babies. But of course, I know with the wars, and there we are. And do you know what I mean? And what this is about. And I've known a long time anyway what this is about. Do you see what I mean? There we are. Do you see? And, you know, innocent soldiers, God love them, who very sadly, God bless them, no longer with us, or severely injured. And for what? We all know, don't we? My delicious little babies. Anyway, I'm going to leave it like that. So, wishing you all a beautiful morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in the world. Continue to feel alive. Continue to live the vibration and lift the frequency, okay? Please give a listening ear when you can. It's always very welcomed, okay? There's always somebody who needs to talk to somebody else, okay? And somebody who just needs someone to, there we are, to listen to them, okay? It doesn't cost anything. It's priceless, okay? And it'd be very much appreciated and valued, okay? And please take care of yourselves and please try to take care of others, okay? And please give a pat on the back, a shake of the old hand to some family members, to some friends or to some work colleagues. And please tell them that they're super duper wonderful, super duper juicy and super duper delish. And that you love them so, my delicious little babies, okay? So I love it. Thank you, each and every one of you. Thank you to any of you once again for even taking the time to even listen to my videos. God bless you always, okay? And may you all be blessed, each and every one of you, with so much love, so much joy and so much happiness, okay? Because that's what we need more of in the world, okay? So yes, I have had a moan, have had me say, but I'm not going to change. Okay, and hopefully some of this information for those delicious little babies out there who are not aware of these different sites, well, hopefully it will, there we are, help somebody. Okay, my delicious little babies. So until my next video, wherever you are in the world, have a beautiful time. You all never get one life. Okay, so much love. God bless. Take care. Thank you. Goodbye.